wave god in this motherfucker. Hey, shout my nigga Demi T though.
Song pop like I'm Iggy. All they talking about is last night like I'm Demi. Say you got.
It's the Godfather of Irish Drill Show and my boy Demi TV.
Damn ski pole for Michael Jackson.
Let's see what the chat thinks. Let's see. Cause that nigga Demi was like, I'm king.
What's up, Dean family? Dean Edge. Today we doing a reaction to video advice, and this video is called "This 1775 Bible Proves We Live a Lie." Or we live in a lie. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video on all social medias, and comment below what reaction you want me to do next, and check out the original video in the description box below. Roll to 100K, a million, and a billion, so click that subscribe button. Let's birthday of the family and the nation. And yeah, Dean fam, we finna get into this, because what's the lie they've been trying, what's the lie that they've been telling us. They already been telling y'all that they've been manipulating and gaslighting people to control the masses, you feel me? Let's get into this video, see what video advice got for us, because it actually helped me out for not trying to make a video like this, you feel me? So shout out to them, and no further ado, let's get into this video and check out the DNTV corner. No cop song.
This 1775 Bible shows that March is actually the first month of the year, and Sunday, yes, you heard right, is the first day of the week. Take a look. So this right here.
And motherfuckers say Sunday is the last day. The last day. So in actuality, the last day is actually the first day. So that means Monday is actually the second day. And actually Saturday is actually the last day. That shit crazy, cause that shit make you think, cause that's probably why different religions had a celebration on Sunday, Saturday, and Friday, and I see why, because of that shit right there. Manipulative.
Is the Bible from 1775 telling us at the time that we used to have 13 months. The first month of the year is March. So look at all the way to the end, guys. There's 13 months.
13
months. First day of the week, Sunday. Second day, Monday. Look at that. Seventh day or Sabbath, Saturday. This is the proof right here. I've always been a curious soul, but not in the way you'd expect from scholars or historians. My explorations take place from the comfort of my own home, often late into the night, guided by the soft glow of my laptop screen.
I feel you,
This is how I ended up watching a video by Mark Pyers on his channel, Mark Inspires. What I discovered there sent me straight down a rabbit hole. Mark presented an old Bible from 1775, and it wasn't the antiquity of the book that caught my attention, it was the content. According to this Bible, the first month of the year is March, and each week begins on a Sunday. I paused the video. Sunday as the first day, March as the first month? That's not what any calendar I've ever hung on my wall has shown. The curiosity in me sparked.
Like I said, these Greek and these Gregorian motherfuckers did all that changing shit, manipulate shit to control shit, to have y'all praise and worship their paganism.
I wondered, if what I was looking at was true, why did everything change? Who decided to flip the script around? And why does it feel like we might be out of step with the rhythm that was once so ingrained in our culture that it was worth printing in the good book itself? It was like finding a piece in a puzzle that I didn't know was missing. The more I thought about it, the more questions arose. What if the holidays we celebrate, the ones we've been told were based on ancient traditions, were actually aligned with a different rhythm, one dictated by this forgotten calendar? Take Christmas, for instance, often said to be a rebranding of pagan festivities. If we were following this old system, where would that leave December 25th? Would it hold the same meaning if it didn't coincide with the winter solstice as neatly as it does now? Could this alternative arrangement of time affect not just holidays, but our everyday lives? I'm not an academic with a wall of degrees, but that night, I felt a responsibility to learn more. There was a sense that by understanding the past, by
My
peeling
thing
back the
is,
layers of change.
are we the ones that are actually in the altered dimension, our universe, our world? Cause it seems like everything be altered or shit don't be as it's supposed to. If you get what I'm
And
saying.
adaptations, I might find something essential. Something about how we connect with the universe, with each other, and how we find our place within the cycles that govern our existence. And so, I began a journey. One not through dusty library shelves or ancient ruins, but through the digital realm of information, armed with a newfound determination. I was ready to see where this old Bible's tale would lead me and what it might reveal about the world we think we know so well.
How do you take 20,000 children in the middle of New York City without anybody seeing?
The fuck?
And what it might reveal about the world we think we know so well. Discovering that Sunday might actually be the starting point of the week necessitates a serious reconsideration of cultural and religious norms. It presents the
Literally.
startling idea that the day we traditionally dedicate to rest and religious observance could indeed be Saturday. Such a perspective carries weighty implications for contemporary religious customs, hinting that widespread practices might not align with this historical viewpoint. Astrologically, the impact of such a shift cannot be understated. Each day's energies are traditionally tied to a celestial body, which, according to astrological systems, can influence human affairs. Misalignment between our constructed week and this celestial ordering might disrupt the intended flow of cosmic energies into daily life.
Interesting.
For adherents of astrology, this calls into question the very foundation of their practice, suggesting a need for a thorough reassessment of how days and their corresponding planetary energies are observed and honored. This raises the fundamental question: who was it that altered the configuration of our week, thereby altering the fabric of our lives?
I bet it was King
The
James,
catalyst for
bitch
such a change
ass.
is not immediately evident. It may have been an incremental process influenced by the shifts in religious and secular authorities over the millennia. Or it
Cause
might
you know
have been an
popularity went
intentional
out,
move to distance contemporary
so
practice.
it basically a popularity contest. Cause whoever was the popular person at the time had a popular religion, that's who's on. Yeah, gravitate
From
towards
ancient
the people.
traditions.
One of the things Constantine did was because he wanted the pagans to worship God, Jehovah, was he moved the day of worship to the day of the sun, which is why we now worship on Sunday. Because Sunday became
That's crazy.
a pagan day.
One thing is
That's
clear.
crazy.
There seems to be a deliberate discrepancy
fucking
between our
crazy,
current
bruh.
temporal structure and that of historical records, though the motivations behind this are still veiled in mystery. The departure from the calendrical structure as outlined in the 1775
So basically,
Bible
Sunday
could imply
is
that many facets of our daily
people just to
existence are
serve the
misaligned
sun
with both
deity
historical precedent and perhaps
or
celestial
sun
design.
god.
This misalignment extends to significant dates of observance. The timing of festivities such as Christmas and Easter, for instance, might not truly reflect their original intent or season. Contemplating a realignment with this historic calendar suggests the possibility of returning to a way of life that is more authentic, perhaps closer to spiritual principles that have been overshadowed over time. It prompts us to consider whether a shift in
But that shit always gonna get overlooked over time because people been programming basically demonizing spiritual abuse from their religion, and they don't know what the fuck is real. They don't know when you tell them about their self, about their religion, about their real self, they be like, oh, I don't know about that shit. Fuck you mean? Get out of my fucking face with that shit. And that's how it shouldn't be at all. Especially if somebody telling you some shit that you need to hear that can help you further yourself and your kids and your future and your legacy and your seeds. But motherfuckers don't think like that because motherfuckers be closed minded and be have that slave mindset.
to align with historical records could reconnect us to a spiritual authenticity that has been eroded. This discourse is not merely about adherence to religious rules or speculative astrological theories. It centers on our alignment with the natural and cosmic order that may predate contemporary calendars. Choosing to follow this route is about much more than date correction. It's a quest to uncover a harmony with the natural world that may have been lost. As we delve further into the contents of this ancient text, we have to wonder what further insights they may offer, and in what ways these could revolutionize our current understanding of time, spirituality, and our place within the cosmos. This exploration is not only fascinating, but has the potential to be profoundly life-altering.
That's interesting.
The 1775 Bible, which intriguingly outlines a calendar year starting with March and comprising 13 months, hints at a bygone era's intimate dance with the cosmos. This historical artifact opens a window to explore how our ancestors perceived time and its connection to cosmic energy and planetary alignments. Historically, calendars were not just tools for marking days, they were intricately linked to the movements of celestial bodies. This relationship was seen in the meticulous attention early civilizations paid to the skies. The enigmatic Stonehenge is a prehistoric testament to this, aligned with the solstices, points in the year that mark the sun's most extreme positions in the sky. In the context of the 1775 Bible, the shifted calendar may point to a forgotten alignment with natural cycles. If March marked the new year, it coincided with the vernal equinox, a time of balance when day and night are of equal length, symbolizing renewal and rebirth in many cultures. This could suggest a time when people were more in tune with the rhythms of nature, aligning their lives with the equinoxes and solstices, which were critical to agricultural societies. The choice of a 13-month calendar could also reflect a closer alignment with lunar cycles. Traditional lunar calendars, used by cultures like the Hebrews, based their months on the moon's phases, resulting in a year of 12 or 13 months to maintain synchronicity with the solar year. This system is rooted in the observable energy shifts that accompany the transition from one lunar phase to another, which ancient peoples believed influenced agricultural and human cycles. Furthermore, planetary alignments have long been observed and respected. The 7-day week is an enduring legacy of such celestial considerations, with each day corresponding to one of the 7 classical planets known to the ancients. The 1775 Bible's depiction of Sunday as the week's first day underscores this connection, resonating with the sun's position of primacy in our solar system. The study of the calendar in the 1775 Bible might reveal more.
Sun, cause the sun is the solar flare. Literally, without the sun, shit, can't do shit without the sun. Cause literally, the sun is everything.
Than a mere historical curiosity, it may uncover a lost understanding of time that honored cosmic energy more explicitly than our modern system. It opens questions about how this alignment affected societal behavior, religious observances, and the general worldview of the time. The blending of pagan traditions with Christian holidays is a topic that stirs much debate, especially when we delve into the origins of Christmas. To understand this amalgamation, we need to travel back to the early centuries of Christianity. It wasn't until the 4th century that the Church officially proclaimed December 25th as the birth date of Jesus, a date that conveniently coincided with the Roman festival of Saturnalia and the pagan celebration of the winter solstice. These festivals were times of merrymaking, social reversal, and, most importantly, celebrating the return of the sun, Saturnalia for the Romans and Yule for the Germanic peoples. The Church's decision to place Christmas during this festive period may have been strategic, easing the transition for converts by allowing them to continue their traditional celebrations, now under a Christian guise. But the question remains, was Jesus actually born on December 25th?
No.
Historical and scriptural evidence suggests otherwise. The Bible does not specify a date for Christ's birth, and some scholars point to clues that indicate a spring birth, shepherds tending to their flocks, which they did during lambing season, a time quite distant from the chill of December. Moreover, the choice
That's
of
why I don't
Easter,
understand people. People say they smart and educated and listen to all this shit, but will literally overlook shit and like let motherfuckers manipulate them and gaslight them to believe in shit that ain't fucking true. It's like, are you really smart, bruh? These motherfuckers be dumbasses for real, for real. Don't be letting these motherfuckers fool you, bruh, like they smart and shit, bruh. These motherfuckers don't know jack shit, bruh. They don't know it no more than you, bruh. They just trying to sound smart, like, bruh. Don't be falling for these motherfuckers that we was trying to sound smart. That's exactly what they do, trying to sound smart. Like they don't know shit.
Follows the lunar cycle and the Jewish Passover reflects a more
Exodius.
astronomical and scripturally grounded approach to determining a
Exodia.
significant Christian event. Why, then, did Christmas break from this pattern? It seems that the early church fathers were less interested in historical accuracy and more in the symbolism of light overcoming darkness, aligning Christ's birth with the rebirth of the sun.
Well, another thing Constantine did was move the day of Jesus' birth to December, because Tammuz died on December 23rd. And it was believed, because Nimrod, his father, was a hunter, it was believed that Nimrod would be reborn in his son Tammuz. And his son Tammuz's birthday was December 25th. And what you would do on Tammuz's birthday was you would set up a tree. Deuteronomy 16:21. You shall not plant for yourself any tree as a wooden image near the altar which you build for yourself to the Lord your God. It was believed.
The motherfuckers be playing geek, be having that tree right there purely in their house, not even knowing what the fuck that shit mean. These motherfuckers be dumb as shit, just doing shit because they want to be be accepted and fit in for a tradition purpose. Bitch, fuck that tradition. What is your tradition? What is your ancestry? What is your legacy, my nigga? All y'all niggas some copycat motherfuckers. Like, stop being that copycat shit and stand for something. The fuck?
In order for Tammuz to rise again as
This
his
shit
son
crazy.
Nimrod, you'd have to go to the tree, you'd have to cut down a tree from the forest, and you'd have to put balls on it. And the balls were symbolic of testicles. The tree was symbolic of a phallus. Jeremiah chapter 10. Look what it says. Hear the word which the Lord speaks to you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord.
That sounds
Do not
beautiful.
learn the way of the Gentiles. Do not be dismayed at the signs of the heaven, for the Gentiles
So
are
the
dismayed at them.
tree
For the
and
customs
the
of the people are
ornaments
futile.
means
For
your
one cuts
balls,
a tree
and the
from the
tree means
forest, the work of the hands of the workman with an axe. They decorate it with silver and gold. They
so
fasten
that
it
just
with
means
nails and
symbolic
hammers
of the
so
man
that
getting
it
his
will
hoo-ha
not topple. I hate
chopped
to bring you
off
bad
and he's
news.
celebrating it. That shit crazy.
The calendar delineated in the 1775 Bible, with its unconventional 13-month year beginning in March, invites us to revisit historical timelines and spiritual narratives. Among the most profound is the birth of Jesus, traditionally celebrated in December. However, if the ancient calendar were a more accurate measure, could it be that the nativity story unfolded in the spring? Such a shift is not merely a technical correction of dates, it proposes a re-examination of astrological and spiritual symbolism that has long been intertwined with the season of Jesus' birth. Spring, marked by the vernal equinox, is a time of renewal, when the earth awakens from the dormancy of winter. It's the season when lambs are born, which coincides with the historical account of shepherds watching their flocks by night, a detail supporting a springtime nativity. If Jesus was indeed born in the spring, the association with Aries, the ram, in the zodiac becomes intriguing. Aries, beginning in late March, is a sign often linked to leadership and new beginnings. Such a synchronization would weave Jesus' birth into the tapestry of astrological lore, presenting him as a figure heralding a new epoch, aligning with the symbol of the ram often associated with sacrifice and new initiatives in various mythologies. Exploring further, the spring equinox is a time when day and night are in perfect balance, which might symbolize the dual nature of Jesus as both human and divine. This natural harmony could provide a powerful allegory for the spiritual equilibrium he is said to bring. This repositioning of the nativity to spring could also influence the spiritual interpretation of biblical texts. For example, the light coming into the world gains a literal dimension as the days grow longer and the darkness of winter recedes. The themes of rebirth and resurrection, central to Christian doctrine, naturally align with the world's awakening in spring. Moreover, the implications for Easter, closely tied to the Jewish Passover, are significant. Rather than a wandering date with the Gregorian calendar, a springtime Christmas would closely precede Easter, linking Jesus' birth and resurrection even more tightly within the cycle of natural and spiritual rebirth. The hypothesis of a springtime nativity
But
prompts
the
a
manipulation got
reevaluation of
people
our understanding
domed.
of one of Christianity's most
Motherfucker really
sacred
did think this
narratives. It
motherfucker got
invites
reborn
believers and
on fucking,
historians alike to
what's it
ponder the
called? What that
relationship
shit
between
called?
celestial
I
cycles
forgot what
and
that shit
sacred
called
events.
already.
Each potential revelation nudges us to consider how celestial events have been foundational in shaping our spiritual traditions and how they might continue to do so if viewed through the lens of a calendar that perhaps once more closely mirrored the cosmos. The Julian calendar, established by Julius Caesar in 45
The
BC,
Julian
was a
calendar,
turning
Julius
point in the
Caesar,
annals of
bitch ass.
timekeeping. This
Fuck
calendar
Julius,
shifted from a
bitch
lunar to a
Caesar,
solar
his
structure,
bitch ass.
extending the year from 355 days
I
to
mean,
the
Jesus.
365-day format we're familiar with, albeit with some inaccuracy. A day's surplus accrued every 128 years. In its wake, it is believed that a 13-month calendar, one that may have been more attuned to natural cycles, was cast aside. The reasons behind this transition were both practical and political. Roman society, growing increasingly complex, demanded a more predictable and uniform system to manage festivals, agricultural cycles, and taxation periods. It was also a power move. Emperors
it's all
often
about
manipulated the calendar to extend their terms or to insert
capitalization.
their own festivities. These changes, subtle at first, would ripple through time to become vast overhauls, with each successive power leaving its mark on how we measure our days. Why then did the 13-month calendar, which might have had a more natural alignment with lunar cycles, fall out of favor? The omission of this 13th month could be a lost connection to a time when the night sky played a more pronounced role in daily life. Historical records are riddled with gaps and inconsistencies, some possibly by accident, others likely by design. The transition from a 13-month to a 12-month year is muddy at best. There's a school of thought that suggests the church and ruling authorities intentionally steered away from lunar calendars to diminish the influence of pagan traditions, which were closely tied to the phases of the moon. The removal of the 13th month could also be tied to numerology. 13 has been viewed with superstition in various cultures. Its exclusion might have been a deliberate effort to avoid association with a number so often linked with bad luck, or with women's menstrual cycles, which were often viewed with fear or disdain. If indeed there was a 13-month calendar that reflected a more accurate cosmic rhythm, what were the implications of its abandonment? Our modern calendar is misaligned with the lunar cycle by nearly a day each month. Over time, this dissonance could lead to a societal disconnection from natural patterns, affecting agriculture, mental health, and spirituality. Religious
And you see that shit going on now, so this shit ain't nothing new, cause what the fuck? Hello.
festivals, many of which were once synchronized with celestial events, now float through the year, untethered from the rhythms they once celebrated. Christmas, Easter, and other holidays have been assigned fixed or fluctuating dates that may no longer correspond with the times of year they were originally meant to honor. The ripple effects of a calendar out of sync with the cosmos may be more profound than we realize. Agricultural practices that were once timed to the reliable rhythms of the moon now rely on the imperfect Gregorian calendar. This subtle shift may have gradually distorted our connection to the environment, leading to practices that are less sustainable and harmonious with the Earth's cycles. In spiritual terms, the impact is even more esoteric. If sacred days are misdated, the collective energy focused on these times might be akin to misdialed calls in the cosmic sense. Are prayers and celebrations reaching their intended spiritual heights, or are they somewhat off the mark? This isn't to question the faith or devotion of practitioners, but rather to ponder the power of collective consciousness and its relationship to the timing
Well, it
of sacred
should be, because
observances.
at the same time, it's like, who are you praying for, praying to, and all that other shit. So it's like, what the fuck?
And its relationship to the timing of sacred observances.
Ain't no way. Cause like, you could be praying to a false deity, a devil, who knows, and you out here thinking you doing it for a good cause, and actually you doing it for the wrong purpose. You feel me? So yeah, I hope you guys like that. Like this Dean Family D Nation. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the video on all social medias, and comment below what reaction you want to do next. Check out the original video in the description box below. Road to 100K, a million, and a billion. So click that subscribe button. That's birthday as a family, as a nation. See you guys next time. I'm out.